Welcome, folks, to another piece of movement medicine. And today, what we're doing is just a summary of what we've done so far, what the conversations have been. So, talking about movement, what happens is while we're doing our MBBS, to understand that part, the system. So, while we're doing our MBBS, it is such a hectic course, there isn't enough time for simple things like movement, they forget. And hence, we've started with Movement Podcast. So, what happens is we go to the dissection hall in the very first year. Cadavers are the ones we're dissecting, understanding where the muscles lie, the bones lie, the other parts of the bodies lie. But the cadaver is a dead body and it doesn't move. That is such an important part that we're missing out on. And we're trained on that. That's our undergraduate for all doctors, all specialties. Effectively, none of us are learning enough about that. And subconsciously, it settles in our head that a patient across the table doesn't think, doesn't move around. Okay? Darren, my colleague, will just add more to it, please, about orthopedicians. What happens when those procedures are being done? How are they looking at the muscles at that time?
In orthopedics, the focus is on repairing damaged tissues, either from acute injury or chronic disease, such as osteoarthritis. The important thing to consider is that muscle can contribute significantly to the onset of either the injury or the chronic disease. We therefore need to place a larger focus on what's happening with the muscle. So, for example, if a personal trainer is teaching a particular exercise, they're always focusing their efforts on ensuring that the individual is activating the particular muscle that's responsible for the movement. So, for example, if an individual is performing a bicep curl, the important thing is to ensure that the biceps are being activated correctly and that the correct movement pattern is being followed.
So, as Darren said, the muscles are the ones that are moving the joints, the bones. But what happens when a patient would come to someone like me with a knee pain, with a back pain, the orthopedician or even the patient themselves, self-prescribed x-rays and MRIs, they're looking at those tissues, ever look for what is the muscle talk? Are they ever talking about the muscle? They're not. The radiologists are not, the reports are not enough talking about the muscles. Okay, those are the things that are keeping all things together, right? Rehabilitation-wise, it isn't simply about a joint is wearing out. It's about what is the muscle doing and how much pressure is there courtesy that. That's totally ignored. So only the good ones, the few out there who are actually looking at that whole lot, the holistic you, are the crucial ones that are there, right? So you need to start moving. It is going to be a very important one. One wrong advice that's been given for ages now is bed rest with a knee pain or a back pain and told you not to move. Optimal loading is very important. Again, yet again, important for the bone itself and the muscle yet again. So please be aware of that. We are bringing you the very best doctors out there who are leading by example. They are active themselves. The practices have changed and they are admitting to it. So listen to these folks and make yourself more aware because you only have one body. Or you owe it to yourself. Don't expect others to solve problems for you if you are not paying attention enough. So thank you again for watching another piece of Movement Medicine.